There's still no word on the future of a school reform bill in Springfield. The bill sailed through the state Senate with a unanimous vote last month. Now the legislation is in the House, and after first supporting it, teachers' unions say they have objections. The bill would make it easier for Chicago to lengthen its school day and school year and make it tougher for Chicago teachers to go on strike. School reform is the topic of a new book from David Houle. David calls himself a futurist. He studies cultural and technology trends and advises businesses about their effects. His book is called Shift Ed, a call to action for transforming K-12 education. David, how will schools be different in the future, and what are you basing all this on?
Well, I'm basing it on the fact that all the conversation today is negative. People pointing at each other saying you're to blame, or I have the answer, or we're all in trouble as a country. Nobody's laying out a vision. So as a futurist, I got together with my co-author, who's an education strategist, Jeff Cobb, and we came up with a vision saying, okay, here's a vision to transform education for the 21st century. Join us or come up with a better one, but stop bickering, you know?
You've made some successful predictions in a number of areas. You call this the shift age. Explain that.
Well, everything is in a state of shift. We left the information age, and we're entering the shift age, and it's the global stage of human evolution, and everything is shifting. We're in the 21st century. All those 20th century things are falling away or crumbling before our eyes.
More change faster than any other time?
Absolutely, absolutely. And in education, I really think we need to transform. You know, you and I grew up with the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. And Jeff and I have come up with the 5 C's: creativity, collaboration, critical thinking, content, and context. Because creativity is the quality we need for the next 20 years in the workplace. Collaboration is the skill we need. Critical thinking is the quality we need to assimilate an information overloaded world. Content's changed. There's mashups now. And context, because the way we get our information is so contextual today. So that's how the curriculum should change.
Jeff is Jeff Cobb, your co-author. Let's talk about some of the things you write about in the book, starting with creating classes based on children's ages.
Well, you really, if you're creating something new, you have to ask the right question. What is the grade? Why does everybody age 7 have to be in the first grade? Why do we have to have a 9-month school year? Spring break comes from the agricultural age so the kids could go home and help with the farming and the planting, right? So we have to ask questions about everything, about grades, about school year, about periods, about what we teach. There's inside knowledge and outside knowledge. 1776, we have to memorize that. But now it's 2 keystrokes away. So why train or make people or children learn something that they can find? It's better to teach them qualities that they need.
When you think about it, it shouldn't be like other businesses. Sometimes you need to go in, think out of the box, and modernize and keep with the times.
And that's the other thing, the box. Everything in schools is a box. It's a box on the calendar, it's a box. And what did you just say? Think outside the box. And we want our kids to stay in boxes from 7 to 18. Makes no sense.
You write about architecture. What would you like to see in terms of school design?
Well, there's some really interesting school design where rooms open up and there's community interactive space and modular furniture that is creating a lot of collaborative outcomes. A lot of teachers today realize that if you give kids the tools and they're motivated, just step back and let them collaborate and create on their own.
What do you think of the new school CEO here, Jean-Claude Brizard?
I don't know him. I've read of him. My sense is he's being brought in to change a situation, which means you're going to be reporting a lot of upset, a lot of people demonstrating and shouting. Whenever you create a new order, whenever you birth something, there's a lot of pain.
Shift Ed, a call for action for transforming K-12 education is the book by David Houle, and we've got a link on our website.
Great.
So you can get more information about it. Thanks, David. Always good to see you, and we'll talk more about the future of education and other matters.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Robin?